Hello class, my name is Marco Cerella, and I will be demonstrating an integrative approach to treat my client Helga. Helga was born and raised in Germany. She moved to New Jersey in her late teens since her time in the United States. Helga claims that she has never felt at home and that she has no family or home in Germany to return to. Her daily routine is marked with feelings of worthlessness, rejection, thoughts of suicide, guilt, isolation, and extreme lack of motivation. She has spent time in mental institutions due to deep depression and multiple attempts of suicide, and has been an outpatient for over a year. She now attends a day treatment center regularly. For our first session, I have decided to combine Aaron Beck's cognitive therapy and the reality therapy. I chose these methods to approach because cognitive therapy is an insight-focused therapy with an emphasis on changing negative thoughts and maladaptive beliefs. The goal is to reach the core schemata and understand the nature behind her cognitive triad of depression. By combining cognitive therapy with reality therapy, we can also address the concept of Helga's quality world in order to better understand her thoughts. I will then apply the WDEP system, which stands for Want, Doing, and Direction, Evaluating, and Planning. Then we will focus on planning for change using the SAMIC method, standing for simple, attainable, measurable, immediate, and involved, and controlled. I will be communicating with Helga using Socratic dialogue to allow Helga to identify her misconceptions about herself on her own. Although Helga may not be prepared to accept the WDEP and the SAMIC plan for change at this stage of our sessions, by establishing the techniques of reality and cognitive therapy, we will eventually reach the core schemata and make a change for the better. Since Helga has already been diagnosed with deep depression, we will deviate from some of the basic assumptions of reality therapy that hold clients entirely responsible for choices. For example, Helga choosing to be depressed, as it may be insensitive and could harm or trigger her at this stage. Instead, we will focus on understanding Helga's quality world, which is comprised of feelings of isolation, worthlessness, guilt, thoughts of suicide, and death. Then we will establish Helga's wants using the WDEP system. Then, when an appropriate amount of time has passed, we will begin to plan the SAMIC plan for change. Using the cognitive behavioral model of the therapeutic relationship, my role will be that of the teacher/mentor, teaching Helga how to engage in self-evaluation and identify self-beliefs. I will allow her to interpret the meaning behind those beliefs on her own. Helga will eventually begin the process of schemata restructuring. The counseling environment will emphasize creating an understanding and supportive relationship. It is important for me to avoid behaviors such as arguing, attacking, bossing, etc. The object of our sessions should be implementing specific procedures that lead to changes in behavior. Welcome, Helga. My name is Dr. Yoda. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So tell me about your everyday routine. What are some activities that you do? How would you describe yourself, general everyday feelings?
Well, since my leave from the institution about a year ago, I've been an outpatient visiting the day treatment center regularly.
So how do you feel it's going? Is it positively or negatively affecting you so far?
It's been okay. I feel more or less the same.
Alright, what are some of the feelings that you come across every day that are the same? You can be honest. I'm here to help.
Truthfully, I just dread getting up every morning. Everything seems like such a chore, and I'm afraid that anything I do will turn to failure. Nothing's really changing for the better for me, and I see no real sense in going on.
So you don't feel as if there is a point to continuing treatment or effort for life in general?
No, I just have constant thoughts of ending my life. I'm no use to anyone around me. I don't think I would be missed at all. I couldn't hold a husband or any job, and then I lost my kids. I have no friends and no one loves me. Everyone I meet or know just rejects me from their life, and I just feel so worthless and rotten and full of guilt for myself.
Why is that? Why would you say that?
Well, no matter what I do or try, I just end up disappointing myself and everyone around me. That's why they all left me, and that's why I'm no good to anyone.
What are some of the things that you have failed in?
My marriage, being a good mother to my kids. I wasted my time with them. I was selfish and I never paid enough attention to them as much as I should have. I was only focused on myself and my problems, and that's why my kids love their father more than they love me, and that's why they went with him. And I'm not worthy of anyone's love, or that's why no one stays with me.
Is that why you feel you are of no good to anyone?
Yes, I know I'm not. They're better off without me.
Now tell me, are these the thoughts that were going through your mind during your first attempt to end your life?
Yes.
If it's alright with you, can you share with me how that experience was?
Well, I had been feeling at my lowest for quite some time. I had been neglecting my husband and kids and falling behind in my job. One night I reached my lowest point, and I couldn't cope with the awful feelings inside of me anymore. And in a fit of frustration, I rummaged through my cabinet and took a handful of my husband's prescription painkillers. And the next thing I remember is waking up in the hospital with my husband sitting in front of me. I felt horrible and disappointed. I didn't even off myself right, and I'd been given this chance at life that I didn't deserve.
So you're telling me that since then, you don't feel you are of worth or value to anyone, that you just fail everyone and yourself, and that ending it all would be the best option for yourself. Do you feel that these labels and conclusions are justified for yourself?
Yes.
Why?
I just know it. There's no point in even trying, and no one cares about me. I'm a failed mess, and I'm alone, and I'll always be alone. And it's just better for everyone, and I just don't want to suffer anymore. I want to be put out of my misery. It's what I deserve.
I wonder, though, if you have provided any real evidence to justify these beliefs about yourself.
I suppose not.
Do you feel, then, that you could ever feel worthy again? Is that something you want to feel about yourself?
I don't know. I've just kind of accepted death because then I won't have to suffer, and I just want to stop suffering.
You're definitely worth it, but you may never find out unless you give it a try. It may seem difficult now, but with the help of these treatments and support from someone who genuinely cares for you, you can reach a better place.
I don't know if I'm worth it, but I suppose it's worth trying.
If that is something you want for yourself, then I agree that you should. I look forward to working with you, Helga. My role will be that of the teacher/mentor. My role will be that of the teacher/mentor.
But we have to keep going.
My last line?
No, that...